I prayed and I prayed all through 2016, and my New Year's resolution has been granted. We finally got ourselves a female presence on The Views from the Tube. The first show in 2017, we have the glamorous, wonderful Miss Wendy Ochola,
Thank you.
sister of Big Baller, Go Baller Ochola. Check out Raw Sports. It's coming soon to your screen near you. We got he's handling Views from the Tube. He's handling Raw Sports. But we got the sister in here. We got the first lady of the Views in here, Wendy. Wendy, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to have you on. You came a long way to get here, and you got some things you want to drop down on us about and try to game us up about. Hey, ladies can ball out too. I can ball on the Views too. You know, I can get my nails done, my hair did, and I can give you some views. So fire away. How you been doing?
I've been good. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm an expert, but I feel like when you grow up in a household with two brothers and a father, and also a mother that's a diehard Laker fan, I mean, you have no choice but to know just a little something about basketball. I grew up around sports, so I mean, I have no choice. I'm as girly as they come, like you said before, but you know, I definitely have an appreciation for sports, so I'm going to try to drop some knowledge. I don't want to, you know, heighten up your expectations too much, but I'll definitely try. And thank you so much for having me on the show. I am delighted to be here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. We first off, we're gonna get this rundown going. We're gonna talk some basketball. We're gonna talk some gymnastics. We're gonna bring some figure skating to your world because we're a well-rounded group here. Views from the Tube is about everything that goes on in sports. We're gonna hit the nitty-gritty with everything, and then we got some more by Felicia. Not to mention, we're gonna talk a little bit about Serena Williams and her big win and the impact of her win and just her presence on black women and black athletes in general.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
in this world. We got what you want, what you need. Some by Felicia coming soon, so stay tuned to that. But we gotta talk NBA. Okay. Now, you know, we got all these teams going around. We got the Cavs, we got the Warriors. Those are the top teams. But I know you love you some Blake Griffin. I know you love you some Clippers, some DeAndre Jordan. That's you know, they're the dunking champions of the world. They get it done every time.
Right.
But they've hit a snag lately. The Clippers have been struggling, you know, with a lot of injuries, and Blake Griffin doing his thing. I mean, what have you thought about Blake Griffin so far this year? He's been injury prone, but what have you thought? You know?
Well, I mean, although that he's, again, as I've said time and time again, I feel like he's been a huge first piece of the puzzle, and he's definitely what the Clippers needed to, you know, ultimately make them into the team that they are today.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin was one of the first people they put on their team, and that's when things started to change for the better. Lob City would not be Lob City without Blake Griffin.
Yep.
And the fact that he's injured now, the fact that he's no longer able to add as much value to the team as he used to, has been very frustrating to him, and it's translated off the court.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember last year he got into a little bit of a tiff with their
that's an equipment manager or something.
Yeah, the
He's
equipment manager who no longer is with the Clipper organization.
Yeah, and they were buddies. That was a crazy.
And they were friends.
Yeah.
And they were friends. And so you have to wonder if he is still valuable to the Clippers. What do you think?
I say trade him. If they get that trade deadline going, because I know the Clippers have been showing some interest in Carmelo Anthony. They're trying to get a third team.
Okay.
They're trying to do a three-team trade where, you know, some parts are going to move here and there. But Chris Paul is the important thing to me. DeAndre Jordan has gotten better, and I know you noticed that. He's you know, a little bit with his free throwing, but he's one of the, you know, more impressive centers in the league.
Right.
He just has to get himself offensively more in the game, but defensively, I mean, he gets a stamp on everything he's doing.
Definitely.
The Clippers I mean, they're going to be second tier. They're going to be great, but hey, you know, they've been in the Lakers' shadow so long. So, you know, it's a bright spot to see that Doc Rivers' team, the Clippers, have their own thing going. Yeah. They have their own legacy. They have their own goals for a championship. But as long as you have Chris Paul, the best leader in basketball there, you can get some parts back. I mean, imagine if Carmelo Anthony was playing there. You'll be there. You see La La and La La and La La. So I mean, it'd be something fun. I mean, speaking of that, on the case of ladies and being around the sports and everything, I know you love you some Final Five gymnastics team.
Okay. Yes, definitely.
Simone Biles, Gabby Douglas, Lori Hernandez, Allie Raceman, it's crazy because looking at how they did in the Olympics, it'll be the last time they'll be together, where it's gonna go down to a 14, four athlete group. What do you see out of those ladies moving forward and coming to the next competition?
Well, this last Olympics was very important to the United States because their trainer has been with the U.S. organization gymnastics team for so many years, and so despite the fact that this is the last Final Five that we'll ever get to see, I think that we have made a mark in a very big way. Simone Biles killed it. Lori Hernandez has definitely done some things. She's moved on and done Dancing with the Stars, and it's really good to see that that these women are benefiting from all the hard work that they've put into the sport. And Simone Biles has really inspired me a lot because she's one of the best that I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
The high jumps, her being able to make her lands almost perfectly is something that we haven't seen in a very long time. And I want to know what you feel about that. Just having women of color make an impact on the sport in a very big way. I think for me as an African American woman, it's inspired me to be better in my daily.
Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas are, when you thought of the Olympics, you thought of them. Mm-hmm. All eyes were on them, and their never has, gymnastics is such a heavy global sport.
Right.
But when it came to the Olympics and when it comes to to the United States, all eyes were on them, and Simone Biles did everything the right way. Gabby Douglas had her own movie on herself, like her own documentary type of movie. Mm-hmm. To have that just to profile yourself when there's so many athletes in the past that didn't have that. I mean, that's amazing. And to see them perform and to see the success they've had along with the rest of the ladies, that's great. I mean, it's just a inspiring impact. And then it's getting other women to say, you know what, I can be there. I can get that gold medal.
Right.
And I can be the best. I can be it. Whatever I choose to do. So. Hey, you're a genius, I gotta say. But when we come back, we're gonna talk a little bit about Serena Williams. We're also gonna dive into a little bit of figure skating and see, what are prospects of some of these ladies coming out, winning the recent championships. And when we get back, stay tuned. Views from the Tube. We're gonna talk some Serena Williams figure skating, and Bye Felicia is coming around the corner.
Bye, you guys.
We are back. Luck be a lady tonight because we got Wendy Ochola in the house. First lady of the Views is in here. Second segment, we're getting into some Serena Williams. We're gonna talk a little figure skating, but I gotta ask you, Wendy. Couple basketball things. I see your Clipper swag. I see a little dirt off your shoulder. I see a little bit.
Got the cup right here.
Oh, okay, okay.
I have to support my husband, Blake Griffin, so, I want him to really feel my presence. I'm just kidding.
Well, you show mercy on me sitting next to a Laker fan, so you're being a lady, so, be nice to a brother. We're going through a little bit of problems.
Rough track.
Going a little bit, but I gotta ask you, you got some DeAndre Jordan fan love too.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me that story you mentioned to me earlier about meeting DeAndre Jordan at the mall, and how gargantuan he was.
It's just really funny because I feel like in LA you would think that we're around celebrities all the time because it's Hollywood.
Yeah.
But for me, for whatever reason, I rarely run into anyone famous. So when I'm shopping with my cousin Mark at the Fox Hills Mall, we go to the Champs store and he's sitting there and we didn't know that he was going to have a signing. Mm-hmm. So of course, I buy a jersey from the next sports store right next to it. And I go to get it signed, and he was just gigantic. Like, he was sitting, and like his knees, like as he was sitting in the chair, his knees kind of almost go up to like my breasts, like on the side, because I kind of had to like stand next to him to take the picture. Yeah. But he was really nice. He was so friendly. And I like that he was so normal and down to earth. The way that he is on camera is definitely how he is in real life. So.
One question. Did your husband sign off on that picture? I think he's fine. You know, DJ's a cool brother, so he never break the bro code. Lob City for life.
He's not gonna break the bro code.
But I gotta ask you, capping off NBA, who do you got to win it all? Give me a team.
Overall, as a team, I think that it's gonna be the Warriors.
Ooh.
It's gonna be the Warriors, despite LeBron being arguably one of the best players at this point, post Kobe Bryant. I think that the Warriors just have a better team.
Well, they're the most impressive team in the league. They're also the most fun to watch. Yeah. But onto something that's impressive to you is the figure skating championships.
Okay.
And, you're seeing Karen Chang and Ashley Wagner doing their thing. What are your thoughts on that?
Karen Chang actually, she did better than a lot of people thought. She really surprised a lot of people. So she's definitely one to watch. But the favorite is 25-year-old Ashley Wagner. She's from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
She's a 3-time U.S. champion, and she is the eldest. I believe that she's one of the oldest women's champions since 1927. So she definitely is one of the most consistent as far as being able to go out on the ice and deliver a good performance and be able to place, as a top 3. So she's definitely one to watch, I think.
That's good. I mean, we're a long ways from Nancy Kerrigan. But these girls are doing their thing. Just don't get you on some Nancy Kerrigan stuff. What she start doing? Start fighting people in the end? Like start swinging on people with Nancy Kerrigan? That crazy lady. But someone going crazy, on the aspect of ladies doing their thing is Serena Williams.
Oh, definitely. We can't talk about women's sports without talking about Serena.
Serena. And I mean, the Williams legacy is one of the top we've seen in probably in the history of sports.
Right.
Definitely in tennis. She just won her 23rd Grand Slam title. She beat her sister in the Australian Open. It could have gone either way. She easily cited Venus as one of her inspirations, but you can easily look at her as an inspiration to all these women out here striving to do their thing, whether it be athletics or any type of business.
Right.
She's a fashion model. She does so much.
Right.
What are your thoughts of the impact of Serena Williams coming from where she Compton and coming from where she's coming from?
I think that she just represents the everyday modern day woman. I feel like we're more than just housewives. We're more than just mothers. I think that we play a lot of roles, and I think that that's the beauty of being a woman, because growing up I was always told that the man is the one that's supposed to provide and the woman stays home and takes care of the kids, and even though you have a career, like your family is your main priority. I think that by her winning, she's inspired a lot of African American women to be great. And I think that not only is she an amazing athlete, but she's almost she is a celebrity herself. And I think especially in Hollywood, a lot of our top athletes like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Serena Williams are definitely at the top, and they have definitely made a mark. And I feel like her being business savvy and being able to run a business has made her into one of the most beloved athletes of all time at this particular point.
You hit it right in the head.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Serena. She's one away from tying the all-time record for Grand Slam titles. I think she'll get it.
I think
she can be called the greatest women's tennis player ever. But on the subject, you mentioned LeBron James.
Yeah.
Now we gotta say some bye Felicia to LeBron James. I'm not gonna be so nice.
You're a little bit of a LeBron James hater.
I'm cool with LeBron James. I just wasn't cool with what he said recently.
Okay.
But not only him, you're gonna have to brace yourself. You're a lady, but this is not gonna be a ladylike atmosphere when I talk about the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay.
When we get back, bye Felicia, what you want, what you need, some bye Felicia. When we get back, we're gonna talk some stuff and chit chat about who's doing what and what's going on.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Felicia. Y'all fancy.
Well, what do you know? Felicia finally got herself a fellow lady on the show. So we say bye to Felicia, but we say hello, Wendy.
Hey.
Yeah. Bye, Felicia is something that's near and dear to us.
Right, okay.
It is a brainchild of me and your brothers. We nurtured by Felicia. We have fostered by Felicia.
Right.
And by Felicia is a monster on its own.
Right.
And what we're going to get into right now is LeBron James. Crybaby James.
Okay.
He doesn't need a playmaker. He needs a baby's bottle. He needs to get his diaper changed. He's sitting here whining. I mean, recent reports. After they had lost a huge game to the New Orleans Pelicans, which was really good. They're a team that's struggling.
Yeah, that's all.
He sat there and was telling reporters that we need a playmaker. We're lacking. We're relying on some of these young players to do certain things, but we have to get better. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait a minute. The defending NBA champions said that. Okay, they're by far and away the best team in their conference. There's no question near them.
No question. Yeah.
It's like you get you're always getting filet mignon. And you're saying, well, I could use a little bit better filet. It's like, you already got something good. He's playing with Kevin Love. He's playing with Kyrie. These are top. You put them on other teams with.
Right.
And
they'll be a star. Kevin Love was a star in his own right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you make of this? I know you got some things to say, but what is this crybaby talking about? Like, I mean, to me, he's being a crybaby. I don't hate LeBron James.
Right.
What do you think?
I think he has all the makings of being a real leader. He really does. He's been a franchise player for a while. So I think at this particular point in his career, he should know what being a leader should be. I just don't know if he is mature enough in some ways to be a leader. He doesn't always conduct himself as a leader, I'll say that. You should look at your teammates as a family. And when you fight with family behind closed doors, you never air out that dirty laundry. You resolve those issues behind closed doors and you call in someone that has the expertise to give you the advice that you need. And that was something that he should have done. And I think he needs to reassess his leadership skills and really ask himself if this is the way that he should be conducting himself as a leader, and just, it's almost like, I don't know. Jordan wouldn't have done it. No.
And if you want to be in that same breath as Jordan, which I don't think he'll ever be, LeBron James.
A legend doesn't do that. That's not how a legend conducts himself.
But he's a mutant. I always call him that. What I mean by mutant, he's what happens if you have Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, who was really good in his heyday, and Dominique Wilkins, who was one of the biggest dunkers in the history of the league. You put him here, you got LeBron James. You don't have a Michael Jordan. We had a guy who aspired to be Michael Jordan. That was Kobe Bryant. That's as close to Jordan. That's close to Jordan as we got. The way Kobe carried himself.
Right.
Different demeanor. And speaking on demeanor, we had a player from Oklahoma City, Ennis Cantor. Okay. Very talented player, offensively good, a little bit defensively challenged. So this guy got so mad during the game, he punched the chair and broke his arm, and now he's out for a few months. And this is a valuable player on the team. I'm sitting here, I'm like, so if I kick a door down and break my leg, now Jordan is sitting here, he has no host reviews from the tube. It's like, I don't get it. Like, what, you try to channel your anger. I know it reminded you of Blake Griffin when he punched that, I'm sorry, let me rewind. It reminded me of your husband who punched his friend. Maybe he was thinking about you. I don't know.
Why would he be thinking of me? I feel like I would bring nothing but positive energy.
Well, did it go down in the DM with that guy? I'm just asking a question.
First of all, as far as the Blake situation is concerned, and the player that you brought up, Oklahoma City, who was also a very valuable player in his team as well, I think that you should look at yourself as a business. Your body, as an athlete, your body is everything. And you need to, you need to really do as much as possible to keep yourself in the best shape possible so you're able to perform on the court. I feel like every game that you miss out on is money out of your pocket. And I just don't understand why players consistently put themselves in a position where they're injuring themselves.
Well, they all.
Especially when you run the risk of accidents happening anyways. Why would you do that to yourself?
Your body's a temple.
Yeah, your body's a temple. You need to protect that. You need to do everything to nurture that. Yeah. Just by, eating right and exercising, it can do a great deal to your game. So if you're frustrated, I feel like there are other ways that you can take out that frustration. But don't take that out on your body. Sit out for 2 months and take money out of your. It just doesn't make sense.
Well, speaking of sitting out, I got to get into something that also doesn't make sense. And what hasn't been making sense is the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm going to look straight into the camera and say this. 49 freaking points to the Dallas freaking Mavericks.
Disappointing.
You guys, they should be ashamed of themselves for being like. I look at them now and I just see a bunch of gym busters. Okay, and I don't have much love for Jim Buss. He's small potatoes, gutter trash. Okay, the Lakers, you gotta get it together. Okay, just because you can score 110 doesn't mean you don't have to care about someone scoring 140. This isn't the All-Star game every week where you're just putting it up and shooting threes and yada 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 and D'Angelo Russell's yelling, this is my S word, and then now he's out for 2 weeks and he plays every other week. I mean, what you guys need to get it. It's not the coaching, okay? Defense wins championship. You're gonna win some games, but there has to be a commitment to the defensive end. Mm-hmm. Play hard every time and let your defense dictate the rest of the game. You should be pedal to the metal, going to get the ball and going to score the ball. I don't want to see another 49 or 73 points in a game, 49 points. I don't know when the hell these guys are going to win. But I'm going to support these Lakers, and I'm going to be as tough on them as your mom is tough on them, as she was on Kobe, because I love me some Lakers.
Right.
And George loves him some Lakers. You love you some Clippers. And I love me some Views. Lakers, get it together. This is your final warning. You get me? Final warning. Get it together. See, you don't have that. You don't have that type of vibe. You got the Clippers. Your husband's doing well, and they're on their way to the playoffs. But
see, for me, the only thing about the Clippers is that they can. We know that they can make it into the playoffs. No question that. I think it's just about getting past that second round. They seem to kind of choke after the first or second round, and we need to focus more on being a championship caliber team instead of a playoff caliber team. But going back to what you said before with the Lakers, I think that again they need to kind of reassess their team and figure out what is it they need to do to just better improve their team overall and just being more team player.
We need to pray for the Lakers. And I'm going to pray and I'm going to woosah my way until the end of the season when we won 30 games or 31, I don't know what the heck. And then we're thinking about the NBA draft and the offseason. But Wendy, we gotta have you back again. You have been phenomenal. You are the Michelle Obama to this White House. You are balling. And I'm not Barack. Nobody here is Barack. Nobody's gonna touch Barack. But
nobody's gonna touch Michelle either. Girl, I love you. I would never try and compete with you. But thank you for the comparison. That's really flattering.
And George is stroking a tear. He's so proud of his sister being on here. And she will be back and inspire. And now Wendy's inspiring others. Ladies, if you got something to say about the views, or you got something to say on this show, hey, chime in. Get on Facebook. Check out our Twitter. Check out our Instagram. And talk to Go Baller Ochola, and we'll get something going. Also, look out for Raw Sports. Raw Sports is coming soon to you. Views from the Two. We have wrapped up episode 6. Mm-hmm. Wendy, I love you. I love you. I love you. You got to come back. We got more to talk about. I didn't even got into the LA Chargers yet, but you stay tuned. I got something to say about it as well. But you got to stay on the Views to know what I'm talking about. So thank you, Wendy, for being here. And
course.
we're signing off of Views from the Two, episode 6. The First Lady is in the house. Thank her for being a special guest on the show. And we'll see you later.